I'm Ina Melton, Reverend Ina Melton, here at the Center of Light in Huntsville, Alabama. We're located at 4208 Holmes Avenue, a couple of blocks east from UAH. We are a non-denominational center with a foundation in theosophy, helping us understand the universe around us and in us. We try to answer many of the questions of why we're here and what we can do to help get on that path of ascension as a brotherhood of positive energy. As we learn, we also like to teach. So we have a variety of classes in metaphysics, which is a blend of science, philosophy, and history, incorporating elements of Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, and more, as corresponds to the enlightenment of humanity. Enlightenment is not an easy path, and there are no shortcuts. Enlightenment is an opening to intelligent infinity. And infinity has no end, as our God, the Creator, intended. But as our human consciousness has evolved, we are pushed to respond on higher levels. Now, currently at our center, we have no classes due to the COVID virus, and also the upcoming holidays coming on. We'll resume classes on a limited basis starting in January. At this time, I would like to light the flames on our altar. I want to, and I will, dedicate this flame to Archangel Michael, who has power and authority over this time of the year, the autumn. This flame I dedicate to Archangel Gabriel, who has power and authority over the winter season. This is the diamond platinum ray, and I call forth this flame, hopefully, for the silver ray of purity and the diamond ray of ascension. I call forth and dedicate this flame to the initiating will, ray 1. This flame to ray 2, love, wisdom. And this flame to active intelligence, ray 3. I call forth and dedicate this flame to the violet transmuting ray. I call forth and dedicate this flame to the center of light here in Huntsville, Alabama. This ray to the center of light in Australia. Nancy is going to play a beautiful song for us now, in the silence.
In the silence, there is a sacred place, a secret meeting place. Love is there. In the silence, where every color blends and every rainbow ends, good is there. In the light, now you find that you know peace of mind. In the silence, your path is paved in gold, and every dream unfolds. Love is there. Peace is there. Truth is there. God is there.
Okay. Thank you, Nancy. That was absolutely beautiful. I love that song. Now I will do a decree called the Great Invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Nancy is going to play The Rose.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes a chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the very, very lucky and the strong, just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the sea that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
Thank you, Nancy. That was wonderful. I loved it. I am now going to recite a decree called the Affirmation of Will. I am the will that knows the way. I am the love that holds the line. I am the Christ that lives in my heart. I am the whole of all my parts. I am the teacher and the pupil. I am the seeker and the sought. I am the one and also the all. I am you and me and we. We are all and we are one. We are separate and we are not. I live in you and you in me. Together we strive and reach and grow until there is only God. I recite that because I wanted to talk about the law of one. It's a recent, not a recent book, but recently read book by me. It's from a group of channelers from the 1970s. 3 of them participated in discussions with an entity called Ra, who was a group density from a group complex from the 6th density. Let's put it that way. He described density as referring to how much light you have in your body. So he was in I think this group was in the higher realm of the 4th dimension. He describes being at the top level of 4th dimension and preparing themselves to move into the 5th dimension, much as Jesus had worked with his group work before when he came back and helped us. The title Law of One intrigued me after reading some reviews. It gave off strong vibes of being something that would help me spiritually. There are 5 books, and I've only read the first one, so you'll only get a short synopsis of what I took from this wonderful manual. Now, I've read a lot of sources from our past history on Atlantis, Egypt, and South America, which have impacted our civilizations, and I've watched Ancient Aliens, of course, which generates more questions than answers. But this account from Ra is from a being who was actually visiting those civilizations, trying to pass on some of the concepts of the Law of One. Now, all metaphysicians, occultists, sci-fi enthusiasts, spiritually enlightened adventurists who are on a positive seeking path, this material is somewhat helpful. When you're in harmony, you resonate with your fellow man and you understand him. When you're in harmony, you love him. When you're in harmony, you want the best for him because you know that's the best for you. The group, the brotherhood, the Law of One brings everything together. We all reach that high point together. No one left behind. Recently, after I was only halfway through the book and I was in a grocery store line, and this rather large woman was in front of me, and she was buying a case of Cokes and a large amount of non-nutritious snacks, I guess you'd call them. And before my human judgment could kick in, I found myself thinking, well, I can't go without her. We all go together. My thoughts shifted from sending judgment to sending her energy of love and acceptance. That was surprising. Well, maybe not so much surprising. But when you see someone acting or not in their best behavior and putting off bad vibes, and you think to yourself, wow, that's not good. But then maybe you could pull in your judgment and remind yourself that you can't leave to a higher level and leave them behind. And I've done a lot of past reading on ascended masters. And what I've found is they don't move on to a higher level until they can come back and help humanity. Jesus was one such example of that, an awesome principle. So we are one, planted here by God, our Creator. How can we ascend together? Well, we're created as one from the infinite source, and that source is love, light, light, love. That's a quote from the Law of One. God sent out love, and it manifested as light. Light bears intelligence. Love is our creative source. Just a couple of interesting concepts that came out of the book that I didn't know. 4th density, Ra tried to describe it, at first describing what it wasn't, which was a lot of human characteristics. But then he told us 4th density is a bipedal vehicle, denser in light, more full of life, telepathic, and very compassionate for the 3rd density, which is our 3rd environment, dimension. Also, he talked about second density entities, which I always thought of, well, second density are our animals and plants. But he gave another viewpoint of that. I know we think of animals that have individualized as our pets, our dogs or cats, horses, elephants I knew of. But I didn't realize that trees are second density. And trees can have individualization. They can be individuated. And also he talked about the mineral world. So there are places, actual locales, that hold a certain amount of consciousness and are individualized as being aware of love. Wow, that is different. Another point, the third point, is that a tree is self-sufficient. And he brought out the fact that second density. Whereas humans, a man is not self-sufficient. I'm sorry. We're a lot of self-deficiency. But a man is not self-sufficient. A man is designed to need help and to interact with others. And that way we learn love, we learn compassion, we learn those higher frequencies of energy that put us on our path. I look forward to reading book 2, 3, and 4. I'm told book 5 is a synopsis of the group of 3 and what they went through, what their things were. Nancy's going to play our offertory song, so I'd like to remind you that the Center of Light for Applied Metaphysics has a website, and you can go on that site and donate. You scroll down to where it says donate, or you can send the check to 4208 Holmes Avenue. Also on that website, you can scroll down and see where we have a place for you to send a prayer request, and that goes out to everyone on the internet who has signed up for that, all our congregation and many others. And they will send out prayers and call in, higher energy for whatever it is you need, healing or whatever you need to better your life. Nancy?
The light of Christ flows through us as we give and receive God's blessings of prosperity and abundance.
Thank you for your donations. I leave you, as the Book of One says, in the light and love of the one infinite Creator. Go forth rejoicing in the power and the peace of the one Creator, Adonai. And as you go through the rest of the week, remember, no journey is ever made alone. You are surrounded by support from heaven and earth. Thank you. I'd like to thank you again for being here, and I will return the flames. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. All the support and love. Yeah.
Say